next topic that we are going to discuss about is globalization. We had already seen what liberalization and privatization are. It is a withdrawal of the state from the economic sphere, and the focus of the state would be to enable and facilitate the private players in the economy instead of directly producing goods and services. And you would also introduce private ownership in public sector enterprises and manage them professionally. Right? These are the two concepts of liberalization and privatization. Next is globalization. Now, globalization is essentially transformation of an inward-looking economy to an outward-looking economy, right? Inward-looking economy to an outward-looking economy. Now, there are two dimensions in which this happens. One is trade, second is investment. Right? Now, pre-LPG reforms, we had a situation in this country where if you had to import some goods from neighboring countries, let us say China or Myanmar or Bangladesh, if you had to import goods from these countries, you had to take permission of the government. The amount of goods that you can import is also regulated by the government. And if you have to export some goods, you have manufactured, let us say, a car in this country and you want to export it to another country, you again had to take export license from the government. The government has to give you permission to export your goods into another country. And there are also restrictions on the prices at which you export your goods and services. Right? So there are a lot of restrictions on the trade of goods and services pre-LPG reforms. And also the other aspect which was regulated or controlled by the government is the investments in Indian economy. If, for example, a foreign investor wants to come to India and start a company or a business or want to invest in an Indian company or a business, that was severely regulated by the Indian government. The amount of shareholding that foreign investors can have in Indian companies was regulated and it was very minimal, 10% or less than 10%. Now you have a situation post LPG reforms where there is free flow of goods and services as well as investments, both into the country and to other countries. Right? Now, it is very easy for Indian companies to import goods and services as well as export goods and services, and foreign players can at ease invest in Indian companies, which you can clearly see in the stock market boom that you find in India, and several foreign investors coming into India and investing in India and also in Indian companies. So this is globalization, that is free flow of trade, that is free flow of goods and services from other countries into our country and from our country into another country, and also free flow of investments. If any foreign player wants to come and invest, he is welcome to do so, and in fact the government would enable and facilitate these foreign investors so that the private players in India can grow and provide employment to our citizens.